What's going on, everybody? Welcome to LVN EATS WORLD. I'm Logan. We got Dylan behind the camera, and we are way deep in North Philadelphia checking out Max's Steaks. Now, just how far deep are we, guys? Well, from where I'm standing right now, we are 4 miles north of City Hall, which means we are even farther cry from really anywhere we've been on this show so far. A little bit about Max's histories. It was established back in 1994. Owner Chuck Wiener was eating across the street from Jim's on South. He saw that long line that went across the whole block that we stood through, and he thought to himself, could I bring the South Philly cheesesteak experience way deep on North Broad Street? He did it, and he's done so with a lot of success thus far. Now, a couple cool things about this place. It was featured in both Creed 1 and Creed 2. Adonis took his girl here on a date a couple times. Also featured on the very popular NBC drama This Is Us. And I think the coolest part is, though, they got a Kevin Hart mural behind me, which you guys can't really see right now. Dylan's going to get some stock footage of it. The city of Philadelphia made that mural in dedication to Kevin and his service to the city in art and culture and media and whatnot. Kevin represents the 215 anywhere he goes, and you know on this show, that's what we're all about. Now, in terms of the food, here at Max's, they are known for their 2-foot-long cheesesteak, which we're going to buy, but me and Dylan are going to split because, let's be real, guys, there's no way I'm going to eat a 2-foot-long cheesesteak. So, guys, I got to be honest, I love the neighborhood, love the exterior, love the aesthetic of this place, but will I love the cheesesteak? We're going to go find that out. But before we do that, let's go see what the people have to say. Follow me. All right, so when people think of the cheesesteak, people obviously think about South Philadelphia. Not a lot of places in North Philly. What separates Max from the competition down south?
It's just the best.
What makes it the best?
I guess the flavors, the way it all mixes together, you just can't beat it.
Do you like that it's not really like touristy? Do you like it's kind of like, you know, Germantown Avenue staple? Like it's not like a Patrigino's deal or anything like that? Do you think you like the whole community vibe you have here?
I mean, I don't really worry about that. It's just when I tried theirs, it just wasn't on any type of level like theirs.
So when people think of the cheesesteak, they're thinking about South Philly, right? You got a bunch of different spots down there. What separates Max from competition?
It's real steaks.
Real steak. What makes it a real steak?
It's just where they get the meat from. It's the real quality of the meat that they get.
This your
From Jersey, so I drove here from Jersey here.
Have you been here before? What? This is your favorite place, I'm assuming?
This is my favorite place to come to.
All right, guys, on this show, you know, we try not to take into account, you know, service and lines and whatnot. You know, we really try to focus on just the cheesesteak itself. I'll have you guys know that Dylan and I got here at, a conservative call would be, we got here at 3:20, okay? Shot the intro, that took maybe 2 minutes. We asked some questions, that took another 2.5 minutes. So the whole opening part before we even got in line took 5 minutes, okay? I'm sitting here, we've been sitting here for 5 minutes now at this spot, and it is 4:11, okay? So that means we pretty much just sat in line for 2 hours waiting for this 2-foot-long cheesesteak. Now, I'm not gonna completely knock them because we were behind a biker gang and they all happened to order 6 sandwiches individually, but I'm not too thrilled with the experience so far. But I'm gonna try to push that aside as we unravel this and see what she looks like. Just off the bat, I mean, have you guys ever seen a cheesesteak this big before? I'm gonna assume no. I mean, this sucker, like, probably Babe Ruth baseball with this. I mean, it's crazy. Unlike anything I've ever seen. Let's see what she looks like up close. This is like, I kinda got it wrapped like a Christmas present, you know what I mean? And by the way, seating, I completely forgot to mention, we really could not find any seating anywhere, so that's why we're sitting here at the steps of a church, kinda looking like a bunch of degenerates, but we're gonna make do with what we can on this show. Cracking the cheesesteak open for the first time. So, we'll cut off they got it cut in quarters. 2 feet long. The roll, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired. Like this roll it's like tiny. And it's like, I guess it's soaked up a lot of the meat and cheese, so it's real soggy. Cheese is really melted in there. I can tell they layered it. They got the bread, and then they smothered it with cheese and then they put the steak in there, right? So steak's been soaked up, pretty fine cut. We've seen finer cuts at gyms. It's not like little bits and pieces, but I mean, this is still on the tinier side compared to what we've seen. We're gonna test her out real quick before we try the whole cheesesteak, but so far it's a little rocky. I don't know if that was because I've waited in line for 2 hours and I'm starving, but in terms of the meat, that was one of the better pieces I've had so far. I really like the way they you know, put it together. I don't know if it's on Jimmy G's level or JRP's level, but I think it's definitely better than Jim's, I can say that. And maybe a hair over the Pats and Geno's experience, but I'm interested to see how she goes down, guys. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna take a bite. I'll let you know how it is. Max's Germantown Avenue. Let's see how she goes down. Underwhelmed. Meat's not bad. Meat's actually pretty good. It's one of the better meats we've had. The cheese is kind of baseline. So basically like every single place we've been to so far, except for JRP's. But this roll, man, this roll's not cutting it for me. I'm gonna be honest. I had a bite and yeah, I'm not a big fan of the roll. And I think as I've grown and as we've been doing these, I think in terms of importance, meat's definitely number one. No questions asked. If you don't have good meat, then the whole thing's gonna really go lopsided. But a close second, honestly, it's gotta be the roll. Because I think a good roll can make or break the sandwich. And I'm really not sold on this roll at all. And the cheese, it's not special. Now granted, we haven't really gone anywhere except for JRP's where the cheese was really good. But if I'm gonna give this place a review, mixed in with the line and everything like that, I mean, this is gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm gonna give this place like a light 3. Like, I'm gonna be for real. This is not, I don't even know if I can say I'd come back here just based off the line and in my experience. It's not a bad steak, you know what I mean? But we must have caught them on the wrong day or something like that, you know. Roll leaves a lot to be desired. Meat's pretty good though, I'll give them that. Meat is really good. Yeah, I think 3 stars, that's where I'm at, guys. So, first kind of dud I'd say we've had in this series, but we still got a long way to go. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for our review of Max's. You know, when you mix in facilities, when you mix in, you know, the weight, when you mix in the cheesesteak itself, left a lot to be desired. I can say that this was pretty much the first stud we've had on the show. I'm a little disappointed, if you can't tell. Still got a long way to go, though. Hopefully we can make it up in the next episode. That's why I want you guys to make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, clicking the bell, putting on the push notifications, clicking like, and let us know if you've ever had an experience at a restaurant where you thought it was going to be really good and it turned out wasn't so great. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your week.